Okay, here we go then. So, 30k Forgotten Legion. We've got another game set up, and it's Custodes. And are these Solar Auxilla or are they Militia?
Yeah, solo Auxilia for now
Cool.
until the new book comes out, basically.
Awesome. All right,
But
mate.
they'll be militia eventually.
Okay, so yeah, Sam's army. So we're going to go through that first and see what he's got. Who's in charge?
So this is my Solar Auxilia Legate Marshal. Yeah, he's got all the accoutrements and Artificer armor, Reflector Field, Cyber Familiar. He's taking the Stoic Defender, Warlord Trait, and I'm running them as Solar Pattern cohorts.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what we got next? What's next?
Next, we've got a Tactical Command Tertio, which is these.
These guys
So
here.
this is a section of 8, and they've got the banner, and they've also got Vox Interlocks. So basically, they give my whole army who have Vox Interlocks leadership 10, or well, my Legate Marshal does, and they're all sort of WYSIWYG, and
They look well cool. Where are they from?
these are all 3D printed. They're just
Awesome.
from they're sort of Traitor Auxilia guys.
They look so cool. I love the. They just look really cool. Really like sort of iron sort of armor on, aren't they? Roughly, I guess, or brass.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's just it's been frantically
awesome.
painting them up.
Yeah, man.
Next we've got 2 Ogrin.
Yeah.
So we've got some guys which I've customized from the Necromunda, and then we've got some of the original like models behind them.
Yeah.
And then we've got a Medicae section here, which is the
Devastating.
5 guys which I've been doing like all the blood on,
Yeah.
and they
awesome.
look kind of funky, like the plague. They've got like
Yeah,
big, silly
little
plague
beaks.
noses on them. Yeah, beaks on them. Yeah.
General like that. Yeah,
And
little
then
beaks.
we've got we've got 2 lots of 10
Yep.
Veletarius Prime
So what they
with
got
Volkite
armored?
charges.
Okay.
And then it's the rotary cannons over here.
Yep.
So 1 lot of 10. And then we've got troops. So we've got
Yep.
2 lots of 18 regular infantry tertio. And then another lot of 18 over here.
Yep.
Rifle sections. And then the final one is the 2 lots of axes with power fists and vexillars. And that's that. And then after that, what have we got? Oh yeah, armor tertio. Everything's WYSIWYG, so las cannons and battle cannons.
So Lehman Russes, I guess that's right.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, exactly. And then we've got the artillery tertio over here. So we've got quad launcher
Yep.
and laser destroyers, which I'm going to need against the Custodes today.
Yeah.
And then finally, Valdor tank destroyer,
Nice.
freshly painted from last night.
It does look good, mate. Looking good.
And I forgot to put. This is my only proxy. This is
That's all right.
2 Vorox, I think they're called. Anyway, they're just like their basic 30-point transport, and that's
Okay.
what my 2 sort of veteran units.
Is it like a big gun on the front, or is it just a transport?
So this is WYSIWYG. So they've got what are they called? Assault cannons. No, not assault cannons. Anyway, they've got some cannons. I can't remember which ones they are.
Yeah, it looks like a Vickers machine gun.
Yeah,
Doesn't it? World War
they're
One.
actually orc. They're actually big tracks.
Okay.
They're orc big tracks. Yeah.
Nice.
And they've got the heavy stubbers. Got 2 heavy stubbers.
Oh, okay. So
Pintle mounted.
that massive gap is not a cannon, then, is it not?
No, that's the engine.
The exhaust. Oh, I was thinking, what the hell's that horrible big cannon thing?
And these guys are ready to be chopped apart by the Custodes.
Yes, yes. Okay. Well, it looks really cool. I love the colour scheme. It looks really awesome.
Did it super quick.
That look cool, man. Traitor. Disgusting traitors. All right. So, anything else we need to know about the army? Basically?
Yeah, there's just like some little bits and pieces, but we'll kind of get to know it as you go along, I guess. They're all right. As it goes, the axe is actually pretty good, and obviously that's 20 heavy flamers, 20 Volkites.
Yeah.
These are all heavy, and then they've got 2 different profiles, the las guns, so they're like kind of like better than a bolt gun, really.
Cool.
And I forgot to say, the Valdor tank destroyer's got a las cannon on it, but I keep on breaking everything off.
Yeah, no worry. Yeah, no problem.
Just snapping everything off my models.
That's cool, man. All right. Well, awesome. We'll get to that, and then we'll have a look at what I've got this time. Cool.
Love.
All right, Custodes then. So this time I have got. Well, it's mainly combat. I've got Shield Captain. He's got Meridian Sword, so he's got 1 there. He's chopped the head of a demon as normal, and on his back is this other sword. So that's him. I've got Custodian Guard squads. I have a squad of 3 here which I spent all day yesterday ripping arms off and messing about and putting their, sorting them out basically to get them to get Guardian Spears on. So that's those 3. Got another 3 there. So 2 squads of 3 so far. Custodian Guard. And then I've got a Sentinel Guard squad. A bit mental really. It was a case of I couldn't really be bothered to rip more stuff off, so I just left them all with their Solarite gauntlets on. So it's probably not a great choice, but I just couldn't be bothered to start smashing them up. They've got Presidium shields and they've all got Solarite gauntlets, so it's quite an expensive unit. Probably not going to do a great deal, but there we are. I couldn't be bothered to chop them up. That's them. That's another troops, and then my other Custodian Guard are here. And again, it's more Guardian Spears really. And I haven't got a Magistrate Steering with Auxilla, so just have to ignore the big banner. They do have 2 axes though, these guys here, so 6 in that squad. What else do we have? And then we have okay, yep, let's go for Achilles. So really busy getting the Dreadnoughts done. Got an Achilles, so he's pretty awesome. Hopefully not used him yet, so it'd be quite fun to use him. And then Galatas, I have used these in the last game and they were really cool and fun, so use them again. Got 1 there. I've actually got 3 of them. Another one there and another one there, so I'm rocking sort of 4 dreads. And then, oh yes, I've got Venatari as well. I've got 7 of them. I have no idea how these are going to perform. Really don't. So yeah, I just have no idea how they're going to get on. But I just thought I'd take them because I've got them and they look pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know how they're going to do. Hopefully they do alright. They're quite fast. The pistols are alright, but I just don't know. Got some cool rules like -2 for strength for Las, Plasma, Melt and Volkites. That's pretty good when they get shot at. So we'll see how that works. And then I got Valdor this time. Stuck him in there because he's an absolute monster basically. And see how he does. So it's pretty much really, it's, as you can see, it's pretty much combat. It just runs at people and hits people. So hopefully they survive to get there. That's my army. So let's have a look what mission we get.
Nice one.
Okay, let's roll for mission. Go for it.
Here we go.
4
Mission
or
4.
7.
Dominion.
Okay, let's have a little rundown of that then. So normal stuff. So 5 turns and there's 6 on the 4 up. Dominion objectives at the start of each player's ex-player's turn. Oh, cool. So this is quite good. So you control 1 for every sort of turn you're on it, basically. Each player can control. And if you lose them, that's good. And then we get Sailor Warlord, obviously. And then some extra bits there. Attrition, price of failure. So I've got a...
Oh, you got Lord of War?
I've got a Primarch.
Yeah,
so
amazing.
Get extra points for that. Probably do. Dominion objectives. We'll just use some objectives. You can use the terrain, but it's a ball ache.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got 5 objective markers, and we'll get that done in a second. Let's roll for what mission setup
Yes.
we get.
So if we go back to.
All right. So let's roll for map.
I want Dawn of War.
He wants Dawn of War.
6. Here we go.
It's not ambush for a change. Vanguard strike.
Vanguard strike. Yeah. So that's
All
the
right.
deployment.
Awesome. So that's what we're going to do, and let's get set and get going.
Don't have to. I just.
All right. So let's roll for who is going to pick sides and go first. I'll give it a 4 and 2. So I will certainly pick sides and go first. So this is the overview of the battlefield. So we've got 3 objectives here sitting in sort of no man's land, and then 2 objectives over here, and the board is quite low down, so we're going to get bad backspin today.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
But there's quite a lot of line of sight blocking. So obviously from up here doesn't look like it, but got some really big some really cool sort of destroyed whatever tank that is. Don't know what tank that is. Baneblade destroyed. Cool buildings there. So quite a lot of nice line of sight blocking scenery in here as well. Massive building there. A sort of hopefully not working shadow sword, is that?
Yeah, he's
hopefully it's not working.
I need to get some smoke counters.
Yeah, and then that's the overview of the board. And then I will set up and see what happens. Okay, I want to have night fight. Yay, it's night fight.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome, I'll set up. Alright, Custodes set up then. So, what have we done? I've got 3 Custodian Guard here, which are going to hold this objective, hopefully. Galatas there. Valdor is attached to this squad. They've got Skirmish, that's why they're spread out so far. 3 inches coherency. This squad of 6 Custodes. Basically, their plan is to push forwards to this objective. And he's all wonky. another basically settle the Galata or something. It's all going to be combat over here, hopefully. And Sentinel Guard squad here, aiming for this objective. So that's cool. Over here then, my Venator, didn't really know what to do with them, so I just strung them in a line, basically. And then Custodian Guard over there, sort of aiming towards an objective over here, but there's lots of things over here now. So just go down to sort of an, sort of not a bird's eye view, human being eye view. So this is where it looks. So it's kind of see most of my stuff, but there's not much blocking, but it is what it is. And Sam stuff. So what have we got, mate?
Yeah, so we've got the Velataris here with all the axes, and we've got Power Fist, and then the 20 flamethrowers. Then we've got my command squadron, so these are like vets. Then we've got the artillery with shatter shells.
Yep.
3 Ogrins with an apothecary. The laser destroyers.
Yeah.
And then we've got 18 guys up here.
Yeah.
This is my warlord over here, the squat.
Right at the back, hiding
Chilling
there.
out here. Obviously the 2 Lehman Russes. Another command squad. The Ogrins with the
so many bodies,
apothecary. And then we've got the 2 lots of 10 Volkite. 10 rotary cannons, and then just like last 10 troops, and the Valdor tank destroyer.
Awesome stuff. So yeah, overview. I guess a massive overview. is your army almost encumbers the whole of your.
No one's in deep strike. We're all just on the table.
Yeah, it's just
ready to get chopped up.
Let's do it. All right. So do you want to roll for C's, mate? We'll do that on camera,
here
because
we
why
go.
the hell not? Bang it on there somewhere, wherever you like.
It's a big fat no.
Oh, that's lucky for me. All right. So turn 1 Custodes. I'll come back after movement. Turn 1 Custodes movement phase over. Essentially, everything ran forward very fast. So Valdor and his friends just went forward as fast as they could, really advanced. And then from that, Sam did a advanced reaction with these, didn't you?
Yeah.
Advanced towards me with all these choppy axe guys. So we're not far away. So when it's his turn, I'm sure they'll charge. And literally my whole army just went forward. Essentially, everything went forward as fast as it could. Obviously, Valdor was slightly faster than the Dreads. Still kept some guys on the objectives at the back to hold them. And yeah, everyone else just went forward. The Venatari, I just didn't know what to do with them, so just launched them forward a bit. And then spread out as much as I can. It's got battle cannons. This is an overview of what it looks like. So close the gap quite quickly. And then it's on to the Dirty Traitors move phase. So turn 1 for the Traitor Guard, aren't they? Go for it, mate.
Yeah, Traitor Solo Auxilia. The 2 lots of 10 with the apothecary with the Power Fist have all moved up, ready to meet Valdor. Is it Valdor?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Duff man Valdor up, apparently.
20-man Flamer squad chilling here. The line command squad have jumped out their Aurochs.
Yeah.
And the other line squad, command squad have jumped out here. The apothecary and the Ogrins have moved up here.
Yep.
The 2 artillery have stayed still. This unit stayed still. The tanks have just shuffled round to shoot some dreadnoughts. Apothecary and the Ogrins have moved up a little bit, and everybody else has moved up here. 2 lots of 10 and the rotary cannons.
Nice, yeah. So yeah, it's all coming. Reaction I did with my Custodian Guard, just got back basically. Withdraw, just because the Ogrins are horrible and I will kill them horribly. So got them back a little bit. Okay, overview then is this. So sitting on the objectives there. Well, the objectives are mugged. Yeah, let's see how the shooting goes. Okay. So, go for it.
Yeah, so everybody moved forward, and it's kind of hard to see, but basically everybody shot. Nobody really did anything. I did 1 wound to the dreadnought over there with the Lehman Russes. But yeah, very ineffectual fighting, not shooting because of night fight.
The Lehman Russ, it's night fight, but they got searchlights targeted this dreadnought, caused a wound.
That's right.
Scattered over here. And then all these guys, they did some shooting through the sort of windows, didn't they? It was a bit hard because you had this blocking bit here.
Yeah, and some Ogrins.
And the Ogrins in the way. It was quite a hard line of sight, really. If you get down, it's quite hard for them to see. So he didn't have that many coming back. So he killed 1. I can't remember who killed that Custode. Was it?
Oh, yeah. So
the laser destroyers, I think, wasn't it?
No, it was, of course I killed a Custode. Yeah. So it was laser destroyers. Managed to get him.
And then the Venatari got shot up a bit, didn't they?
Yeah.
The Volkites, they got -2 strength against Volkites, so they managed to do quite well against them. Even quite a lot of Volkite shots pretty much ineffectual. Cause a wound, and then what weapons have these guys got?
Yeah, these just got the regular las rifles basically, but they have they're actually quite good, and managed to just get one of the
kill the Venatari.
Yeah,
and the rest of it was pretty ineffectual, I think. Over here, yeah,
made a bit of, had a return fire and then managed to kill five axes.
Yeah, Custodes fired back with their shred guardian spears and killed 5 dudes. That's quite handy.
Flavor's still not in range, even though 20 flavors are chilling.
Yeah, man. Okay, that's cool. So now we're on to charge phase, right?
Yeah.
So let's. Why don't we? Yeah, let's.
Here we go.
Might as well roll some charges. On camera, and then we'll get on with it. Where do you want to go?
So yeah, these axes are charging into fine. Valdor.
So I will.
Would you
obviously,
like to Overwatch?
I am going to Overwatch you, but see if you make it in first.
Yeah. Oh no!
What'd you roll?
Here we go, a 3.
Oh. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, it should be all right. I mean, have a look.
Let's see if we can get
it looks close. Looks close. Let's have a look. Is it in?
Yeah, just about.
Okay, it's happy days. All right, all right. We'll come back after we resolve this. All right. So combat, kind of. We did the Overwatch, basically, and yeah, I didn't realise how good the Guardian Spears actually were because they got shred. And their strength 4, so against the little humans with no apothecary, I killed 10, I think it was. And Valdor, so killed 9 with spears, and then Valdor shot out the sergeant. So the poor Vexilla guy didn't even make it, so he surged an inch, I suppose, forward. There we are.
So it's 7-inch charge from these guys?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yay, good. All right, we're going to have some combat, and let's resolve that in a minute. Okay, combat then. Rather unsurprisingly, the Solar Auxilla just did, they're fighting Valdor and a bunch of guys. It just got ripped to pieces. They didn't even attack. And then the consolidation was a 6 because that's how far his initiative is, Valdor. So now he's sort of going into the rest of them really in a minute. The poor guy here on his own, I feel a bit sorry for him because
he still gets leadership 10.
This is like, what the hell? What's going on? We need to do leadership here, really, I suppose, in a minute. But yeah. That's how we're looking. So that's the end of the Traitor Solar Auxilla's turn 1. VP wise though, it is still the same because I held 2 at the start and you've got 2 at the start as well, so it's still 2 each. And yeah, let's move on to Custodes movement phase turn 2. Turn 2, Custodes movement phase. So the Venatari have gone toward the Volkites because they got the Tarsus bucklers. It's -2 strength if they get shot by them, so I think that's a good option. Sort of strung along here, jump 14. Scoring wise, I got 3 extra VPs because I held all those 3s over there for Dominion. The other Custodes sort of hid behind there a little bit, but going forward. And then over here, it's pretty much everyone forward. I have to keep these 3 back, hold that objective. The Sentinel Guard, again, holding that objective. Strung one guy here to hold that, and the rest of them went towards the Traitor Solar Auxilla over here, but it's got lots of flamers. How many flamers is that?
19 flamers.
19 flamers, so that'd be upsetting. And then the Dreadnoughts just went forward in a big row, really, to charge things in a minute. So let's see. I might actually do some shooting, so it might be ineffectual, but I might kill some dudes. I'll come back after the shooting phase. Okay, Custodes turn to shooting phase. It actually went quite well, but I suppose I'm shooting tough as 3 guys. So the kinetic destroyers were really good. They wiped out 10 guys. Probably shouldn't have shot them because I got return fire and he killed like 2 guys, I think he killed. Because your what's it called?
Tertio, yeah.
Tertio rules, yeah. So just explain that a bit.
Just with the Tertio, you basically, if they're all in the same kind of, they've got different units, but they can all fire simultaneously in reactions.
Yeah, so lots of people shot and killed another 2 Venatari, so it's probably my bad. But never mind. Over here then, the Ganatus flamed some Ogrons. Also, I shot some Ogrons as well with these 2 guys. Killed one, put a wound on another one, put one down to a wound. Caused a wound on them with some flamers from the Ganatus. The Achilles did amazing, killing 1 guy. We've always shot.
Oh, these guys are dead.
And, oh yes, them guys are dead. And then I just basically sort of started, just shooting off some more Solar Auxilla with flamers. And that's pretty much it. So this is the overview. So objectives still over here, and then yeah, that's it. So on to charges. Really,
yeah,
there's a few to do. There's a few to do. So we get on.
Yeah.
Okay, Custodes turn 2. So basically I did a multi-charge. I sort of strung out because I had the guy here. He had one chap with a banner, Vexilla guy. Charged him, charged the flamers. They all died, obviously, before they could strike. And,
Did a little bit of Overwatch on the Dreadnought, but didn't realise it was effective.
Sort of save those, even with all the flamers. That's why I went in with the Dreadnought first, so it's harder to wound.
Yeah.
And then chucked the guys in afterwards. And then, so they unfortunately died. Unfortunately. The Galatas killed the 2 Ogrons. It's just, And then, so that's sort of all the combat. So this is how it's looking over here. It's kind of like sweeping them across. It's a bit one-sided, unfortunately, at the moment. Sometimes it happens. It's happened against me many times.
But I got little mini victories.
Yeah, you got some stuff. Cool. You should probably be able to deal with Venatari and those 2 guys. So you'd probably be able to clear that area, I reckon. It's just these are a bit troublesome. But that's the overview, and then we'll see what the movement phase brings. Turn 2 Solar Auxilla. Traitors movement phase done.
Yeah, Volkite and the rotary cannons all moved up to get a bead on these guys. Moved up their normal 3 because they're heavy. They can move half their movement and still fire with their las guns. Pop the Lemurus tanks, so they've got a bead on Valdor for some sort of trying to get some sort of plus side at this.
He's not up there. He's on the ground level, but we just
yes. Oh yeah, so just put them up there just because. Yeah. Trying to fit them in.
It looks like the guy we just saw on TV, doesn't it? What was he from? June. The guy out of June. What was his name? That guy, I can't remember.
I can't remember, but he's the wrestler.
Yeah,
he's kind of cool.
Anyway, so enough about that.
These are like my vets. They moved up, ready to try and.
It was cool. They look like
they've all got melter bombs.
They remind me of the English Civil War sort of thing. You know what I mean? The Cavaliers and whatever, Roundheads and that. Cool.
Totally.
And then you sort of block him.
Napoleonic War, I think they like.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Just going to see if they can do anything to Baldur with their power axes.
Yep.
That was it.
Okay, that's the overview. So we're definitely going to lose a Venatari probably, and some other guys. So probably have this lot around, but they are probably dead. Okay, so turn 2 shooting phase. Okay, turn 2 the Traitor Solar Auxilla shooting phase. So just recap that a little bit.
Yeah, so we've shot with the Volkites. There was some crushing return fire.
Yeah.
With 9 guys left. Yeah. 1 guy left here. And then they did pretty well. The rotary cannons. Yeah.
Killed another 1.5.
Yeah.
I made some good
saves.
saves.
A pinning check with them.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. 9. Oh, God, I might be pinned. I have to check that. Check that in a minute. Anyway, so what else did we do?
Just managed to get a couple of shots on the Dreadnought, and that was about it, really. Everybody just,
Where did we go?
Just going into charge phase.
Yeah, so we did all the shooting, knocked off 3 wounds on the Dreadnought there. That's pretty solid, actually. A lot of shooting went in. I mean, it's made some good saves again, to be fair. But yeah, that was probably it. We actually skipped a charge. The charge here failed. Rolled a 3, didn't you, I think, mate?
Yeah.
And obviously everything else went in, and then we remembered we needed to film it. So yeah, we'll come back to it as it happens, as we finish. Cool.
So I just moved.
Okay, Solar Auxilla turned 2 combat. What happened?
So threw a load of metal bombs, and how many wins did I do?
You did all right. He's got 2 left. So you did 4.
Wicked.
You did 2, I think, in combat, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I made. Yeah. You caused some metal bomb hits, but I saved a couple. Took a wound, so I've got 2 left on him. They didn't run. I won the combat. We drew, but because I had my Warlord within 12 of the combat, I get +1 to the combat. But you stayed anyway. And then
line command guys here got evaporated by Valdor.
Yeah, he just sweat more. He just he's a beast.
And that was it.
Yeah, cool. So this overview of the battlefield as we've got it. So yeah, I've sort of got control of those. You've got control of those as well, so it's not over. And then yes, cool. So let's go on to Custodes turn 3. Custodes turn 3 move phase. So the Custodes that the Ogrons failed the charge against ran off towards the objective. I don't want to get too close to them. Venatari jumped forward, and then your squad with the what guns? Rotor.
Yeah, rotor cannons and Volkite just moved back.
They moved back. Fair enough. So scoring wise, I had 3 objectives, so I'm on to 8 now. And then obviously he's in combat. The Galatas, his brother's trying to help him out. In fact, all the Galatas are helping out now. They've seen his brother in combat. They all went over there. The Achilles went towards the guns, and then basically I split off Valdor and the Shield Captain into a unit of their own to help out. This squad of Custodes is just going to string out to hold the objective over there. Within 3 of that. So yeah, I'm sitting on all the 3 objectives of the Custodians, and that's how it looks. So on to some shooting. Okay, Custodes, turn 3. Shooting phase is done. It wasn't really much. I didn't want to get shot by the tertiary return fire, so I chose not to fire with these 2 Custodians. Actually, I couldn't fire, they advanced. Chose not to fire with the Venatari because they'd probably die. One's got a wound, so they're just going to go for a charge in a second. I couldn't fire with any of the Galatas because they're either in combat or going to charge. Good old Achilles did his usual thing of doing nothing when he fired, but there we are, never mind. It's normal for him. And then Valdor shot the tank, didn't realise how hard it was, didn't do anything to that. So the other guys couldn't hurt it anyway. So ineffectual, but that's not how the army works, it's combat. So on to charges. So what I'm going to do charge-wise is both Galatas is going to charge this command to adhere, so that'll be 3 in combat. The Achilles is going to charge the guns. Valdor and the Shield Captain are going to charge the tank. And then the Venatari are probably going to charge the closest infantry squad. So let's see how it resolves when we get back. Okay, so turn 3 Custodes combat. Unbelievably, my single Venatari managed to stand up against all these guys. 3 wounds caused, I managed to save them all. He killed 2 guys in combat. They stayed on an 8, so he just stands there being annoying. Over here then, yeah, so the Galatas obviously swept out the
line command squad.
Yeah,
didn't really get to hit back before they got slashed.
No, they did. Remember the swords?
Oh yes, a couple of them.
Yeah, so
did
the Galatas, it did. Yeah, so he managed to make some amazing boss saves again.
6+.
So yeah, so this guy here is making all the saves. He's got all sorts of multicoloured now. He's basically got a wound left of all these little loom bands. And then over there, Valdor killed the tank. The Achilles killed the
artillery tertiary.
Artillery, yes. So it's going into turn 3 for the Solar Auxilla. It's not looking too great, but let's go movement phase. Let's go. Okay, Solar Auxilla movement phase. Go for it, mate. What do we do?
Oh yeah, so they just stayed in combat. These guys are just still chilling the objective. Tanks shuffled round. This tank kind of shuffled over here to do a bit of block movement. The Ogrins ran over here. Walked over here, ready to smash some face. Hopefully.
That's it, isn't it?
And everybody else is kind of waiting for the onslaught.
Nice. So shooting a phase for the Traitor Auxilla. All right, turn 3 Traitor Auxilla. Go for it, mate. What did these do?
Yeah, they shot at the guardsman over here, didn't they?
Custodian guard, yeah, who survived it. I know he's not there now, but he survived all them. And then, this tank shot first, didn't he?
Yeah, didn't do that much.
Yeah, he killed a guard. He killed one of the custodians. Yeah, he killed a custodian with his big cannon, strength 10, knocked one straight out. And then you fired these guys at him, didn't you?
Yeah,
to
just
kill
finish
him.
him off, that was
yeah,
it.
So they caused the... I think they killed him, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, because they get 2 shots.
That's right, yeah. So they killed him. So that squad wiped. So I don't have any more line units over here. Just got the Venatari in combat who'll probably die in a minute. And then you did your laser destroyers.
Yeah.
At this chap here, I think, didn't you?
It was... Yes, that was right. Yeah.
And I made some amazing saves again on the 4-ups. I think I didn't even use 4-up. I made 6-up saves in about 3 of them. He then got shot by all the tanks, I think.
Yeah.
Caused a wound.
Yeah, they didn't really do that amazing because the battle cannon's not very good.
Yeah, and the worst thing was this, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah, so the Dreadnought blew up and
Heavy stubbered it to death.
Killed Ogren.
The explosion killed an Ogren, yeah. So it's actually not too bad shooting phase, to be fair.
On to the charge phase.
Yeah, assault phase. Okay, so Auxilla turn 3 combat. Go for it, mate. What happened?
Yeah, so you only killed 1.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I managed to do how many wounds?
A save. I made
it was
one
just a
save.
wasn't it? Yeah,
and he didn't die. And then over there we had you Ogrins who stayed in combat. 1 died. That was it, really. I think I hit once, didn't I? That's a bit terrible.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Yeah. That's it. So let's let's have a look at going on to turn 4. All right. So Sam is really hungry.
I'm definitely beaten.
So we're sort of talking it through, really. We sort of it's turn 4 beginning of, and how we talked about it was I'm going to get 3 points for these.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting for 3. So I'm going to have another 5. So that puts me on, that's it, 11.
Without slaying the Warlord, without killing Valdor, it's hard to... And not having enough objectives, it's kind
Even
of...
your go puts you on 8. Because I'm happy that he's probably dead, because, you know, he probably won't survive. But we're thinking about it. This Ogryn will die. The Galatas will charge, 6 humans who will die. Because it's unwounded.
Yeah, this squad up here.
Yeah, this squad up there is going to get killed by Valdor and the Shield Captain and the Achilles, so they're probably dead. So in turn 4 for Sam,
it's just the tanks left, really.
You'll have these 4 tanks alive.
But you'll have guys up to their tracks almost. Yeah.
I'll have people quite close. So I think I'm sort of running away with it VP wise. That's pretty much it. But I think it's mainly because I secured those objectives early, isn't it?
I put the objectives over here, and then we you switched because I was like, I'm going to go over here, and then obviously we rolled for it, and you picked over there, so you kind of.
And I went first, and I didn't get seized on.
Yeah. And, I just did a bit of a funny deployment, and there were a couple of things which I think kind of at the start of the game I kind of could have done a bit better. So.
Okay, what do you think?
I just had the best time. Such great. This is the first time I played the Solo Auxilla. Can't wait to play some more.
Yeah, so what would you have done differently looking back on it?
Yeah, so the deployment really wasn't in my favour, doing this kind of side. I was hoping for Dawn of War deployment, and then I kind of need a few more Lehman Russes with Demolisher cannons. Just a lot of fun, really. Whatever.
Yeah, no, it was cool. Yeah, the Lehman Russ tanks battle cannons are not too effective, are they?
No, because they don't have. They don't really. Yeah, they ain't got it.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Well, thanks for the game, mate, and we shall leave it there.
Yeah, legend.
Okay. Just lastly, I'd say is we've got lots of Heresy stuff coming up. Brighton Heresy 4, 25th, 26th of March. That is actually sold out, but we've got reserve spaces for that in Brighton in the UK. If you can get on reserve list, I'll post up about that. And then awesome. We'll look forward to the next game. Right, cheers, Sam.
Nice one, thanks.
Buddy, bye.